Another piece of equipment which is very useful for the beginner, for when you can't get the kites up in the air because there's no wind, or in fact there's too much, is the roach pole, the good old roach pole, 30-foot roach pole, and this one has got an 80-metre doublet which runs over the top of it, and then you can actually feed it with what you like. The 75 ohm twin is fine, or even coax, or as in this case with 300 ohm ribbon. The two lines that you can see wound up on the two handles there, on the two black handles, are so that you can pull the end of the doublet out in an inverted V and use something like a screwdriver to stick it into the ground, or tie it onto a tree or something that's convenient. So very useful to have that emergency doublet put up when you're flying kites, because you can use it when they fall down. You can tell people what's going on then. So I usually run a doublet at the side. And another useful piece of kit is the ground screw here, which as you can see by its name, screws into the ground with the bar on the right hand side there. And inside the top tube section there are several different size spacers that you can actually stand, first of all, the roach pole in, or maybe another pole. You can stand a pole up in it. It's also very handy as well to act as a tether for your kites. I bought this from one of the famous German stores for about a £5. Right, here we are out in the field with our beginner's kit. Couple of aerials on the left hand side there, which we've already seen, but the doublet has already got a length of 50 ohm coax attached to the balun, the two kites, the sled and the delta. And in front of us here we have a couple of other essential bits and pieces. First of all, the earth stake here, the all essential earth stake, which I bought as a 3-foot earth stake, cut it in half and ground a point on the other end of the spare piece, which I can use as a tether. And talking of the tethers, we have here a long piece of rubber bungee, nice long piece, because we can sometimes use a fence post or a tree or something like that to tie the tether onto. And we have a couple of flying lines, 120 pound breaking strain flying lines, not very expensive, about a £5 or so to buy those, and also a length of thin flying line, about 50 pounds breaking strain. We'll see the use of that in a minute, but it is an essential part of the kit, and of course it can also be used on the inverted V doublet that goes up over the roach pole. And of course, apart from the radio which we have down there, which I clip onto my battery, we also have the T-match unit here. Any sort of matching unit is good. However, you really need to modify it to make sure you've got this high value resistor between the aerial input and earth. The aerial input on the coax plug here, or the centre of it, is also goes down to that earth point. It's part of the configuration. So that's the kit, and we're going to get a